Hello everyone, how are we all doing? All doing good, yeah? So I've got some rebel country for you today, some bluegrass, and a few of my own things as well. I'm going to start off with one of my poems, and we'll take it from there. Snow is on her brow again, the air cuts crisp at winter's end. I have felt her cold embrace, but in the end, she leaves no trace. Her sodest heart, her earth lay numb, and from below where I shall come to watch her dance in pain, a cool white sheet across a vast landscape. Golden beams from heavens above, as torrents blow, I fall in love. Her ancient land knows time no power, she will be here in my final hour. And so we roam, another page, the right to roam, a golden age. I love her and she lets me walk her tracks, traverse the scree. Grandad down here. We only come to town about twice a year. I heard the down east at the copper line. Everybody knew that he made moonshine. Well, the Reverend old man wanted Granddaddy bad, headed up the hollow with everything he had. Before my time, but I've been told not to come back from Copperhead Road. Granddaddy ran his whiskey in a big black Dodge. Bought it at an auction up at Mason's Lodge. The Johnson County Sheriff painted on the side. Just shot a cool rumor, then he looked inside. Well, him and my uncle tore that engine down, and I still remember that rumbling sound. The sheriff came around in the middle of the night, heard my crying, something wasn't right. He hit it down, knocks it with the weekly load, smell the whiskey burning down Copperhead Road. I volunteered for the army on my birthday. Jerk for white trash first round here's anyway. Done 2 tours of duty in Vietnam, and I came home with a brand new plan. I take the seat from Colombia to Mexico. Just planted a holler down Copperhead Road. having a fantastic afternoon at the minute. We've got a song for you now by Johnny Cash. Quite a few of these songs are by Johnny Cash. I've definitely got my style, but this one's about driving. And if you're a truck driver, you know, sometimes all you do is drive. 18 old tires checked and singing on the pavement, diesel smoke trailing in the wind. And it's work, mister, and it demands the finest. And whether you runs on Interstate 70 or rolling freight down that eastern seaboard, when you're a gear jammer, you know all you do is drive sometimes. Well, I asked an old truck driver about life out on the road. If he does a lot of singing when he's bringing in his load. There's a pretty waitress crying for him every 100 miles, and if he gets a lot of love and if he has a lot of smiles, and I ask him if those trucking songs tell about a life like his, he said, if you want to know the truth about it, here's the way it is. Well, all I do is drive, 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 try to stay alive, keep my mind on my load, keep my eye on the road. I got nothing in common with any man who's home every day at 5. All I do is drive, 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 drive. So we shared a cup of coffee, then I had to warm her up. And his greasy fingers trembled as he held onto his cup. And I said, don't you hear a lot of music, see a lot of sights? Well, if you tune into the Grand Ole Opry Saturday night, well, I'll dedicate you a trucking song to which you can relate. He said, you just do the singing and I'll do the driving, mate. Well, all I do is drive, 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 try to stay alive, keep my mind on my load, keep my eye on the road. I got nothing in common with any man who's home every day at 5. All I do is drive, 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 drive. If I can get the feel, the feel. Thank you, everyone. I've got one by one of my favourite bluegrass bands now. And if you don't know what bluegrass is, that's what brought around country music and all that sort of stuff. And it originated from Appalachian folk music, which came from these parts of the world, really. It was all Celtic music that got adapted in the mountains. And this song's about living in the mountains and what certain people had to do if they wanted to drink illegally. Mama across the bottles, well, diddly fetch now. This one's about a fine motorbike. And if any of you have had a fine motorbike before, you'll know how much you love it. But this one here is about a Vincent 52. Not with a Kappa one top though. Said Red Molly to James, that's a fine motorbike. Girl could feel special on any such a life. Said James to Red Molly, well my hat's off to you. It's Vincent like lightning 1952. And I've seen you on the corners and cafes it seems. Red hair and black leather, my favorite color scheme. So you pull her on behind and down to Knoxville they did ride. Well, said James to Red Molly, here's a ring for your right hand. I'll tell you in earnest that I'm a dangerous man. Well, I fought with the law since I was 17, and I've robbed many men to get my Vincent machine. Now I'm 21 years and I might make 22, and I don't mind dying but for the love of you. And if fate should break my stride, then I'll give you my Vincent to ride. Well, come down, Red Molly, call Sergeant Cream. For they've taken young James 80 in for armed robbery. Shotgun blast hit his chest, had left nothing inside. Come down, Red Molly, to his dying bedside. But when she came to the hospital, there wasn't much left. He was running out of road, he was running out of breath. But he smiled to see her crying when he said, I'll give you my Vincent to ride. Well, said James, in my opinion, well, there's nothing in this world beats a 52 Vincent and a red-headed girl. But now Nordens and Indians and Greaveses won't do. Lord, they don't have a soul like a Vincent 52. So he reached for her hand and he slipped her the keys. Said, I don't have any further use for these. I see angels on aerials and leather and chrome, shooting down from heaven to carry home. So he gave her one last kiss and died. When he gave her his Vincent to ride. Thank you, everyone. As he walked into the pool room, well, he could tell he didn't fit. With his custom boots and his handmade suits and his pearl-handled shooting stick. Well, tonight there'd be a showdown, and then everyone would know who shoots the meanest game around, the Baron or Billy Joe. Now Billy Joe looked edgy, about to lose his cool, but the Baron's hands were steady as the two began a duel. Yeah, he was like a general on a battlefield asleep, and he'd say to Billy Joe each time he sunk the eight, he'd say, I wish I had known you when you were a little younger. Around me you might have learned a thing or two. If I had known you longer, you might be a little stronger, and maybe you'd shoot straighter than you do. Maybe you'd shoot straighter than you do. Now Billy Joe looked dead as the two began to do. The Baron's hands were steady as the two began to do. Yeah, he was like a general on a battlefield of slave. And he'd say to Billy Joe, each time he sunk the eight, it sounded just like thunder when the Baron shot the break. Things grew deathly quiet as he lined up the eight. Then a warm hand touched his shoulder, and it chilled him to the bone when he turned and saw the woman who had loved him for so long. The game was never finished, and the 8-ball never fell. Again, Baron calmly picked it up, and he put it on the shelf. Then he placed the ring into the hands that had held him long ago. And he tossed that fancy shooting stick to his son Billy Joe. And he said, I wish I had known you when you were a little younger. Around me you might have learned a thing or two. If I had known you longer, you might be a little stronger, and maybe you'd shoot straighter than you do. Maybe you'd shoot straighter than you do. I may have missed a verse there, sorry everybody. But this one is a poem. It's actually Johnny Cash wrote it. And it's about what he thinks of the American flag, not about what I think of it, about what he thinks about it. And I think it's some nice words there, and I think it represents history. I walked through a county courthouse square. On a park bench, an old man was sitting there. He said, your courthouse is kind of run down, and I said, no, it'll do for our little town. I said, your old flagpole's leaned a little bit, and that's a ragged old flag you got hanging on it. He said, have a seat, so I sat down. Is this the first time you've been here to our little town? I said, I think it is. Well, he said, I don't like to brag, but we're mighty proud of that ragged old flag. You see, we got a hole in that flag there when Washington took it across the Delaware. And she got powder burned the night that Francis Scott Key sang Washington right and it was Say Can You See. And she got cut with a sword at Chancellorsville, and she got cut again at Shiloh Hill. There was Robert E. Lee, Beauregard, and Bragg, and the south wind blew hard on that ragged old flag. In Flanders Field in World War I, she got a big hole from a Bertha gun. She turned blood red in World War II. Yeah, she's hung limp below a time or two. She was in Korea, Vietnam. She went where she was sent by her Uncle Sam. She waved on her ships upon the briny foam, but now they've all about quit waving her back here at home. In her own good land where she's been abused, she's been denied, dishonored, refused, and the government for which she stands is scandalized throughout the lands. And she's getting threadbare and she's wearing a little thin, but she's in good shape for the shape she's in. 'Cause she's been through the fire before, and I believe she can take a whole lot more. So we raise her up in the morning, we take her down every evening, we don't let her touch the floor, and we fold her up right. On second thought, you know what, I do like to brag, 'cause I'm mighty proud of that ragged old flag. And this one ties nicely into that song. This is a bit of American history, I'm sure everybody's so interested in that here. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, had to have men like Columbus, DeSoto, Lewis and Clark, Kit Carson, Sam called Daniel Boone, Orville and Wilbur Wright, my grandpa, and Paul Revere. In April of 1775, this great nation started coming alive. Old King George didn't like it one bit, so he proceeded to throw him a royal fist. He told his generals, better get him back in line, make him pay my taxes now, America is mine. Stop that independence talk before it gets around. No, it's gonna be hard to hold those rebels down. Well, the king was talking about the men like Paul Revere and the Minutemen who held the dreams of independence dear. They kept their eyes on the British, they watched them day and night. Then pretty soon they get their chance to stand and fight. Yes, they knew that the British would be moving anyhow, so they arranged the signal at the North End Church Tower. Paul was watching when the tower showed a light, so he started on his midnight ride. Well, he jumped on that horse who started humming. He screamed out his warning, redcoats are coming. Better get your guns and your fighting breeches on, 'cause they're coming and they're 800 strong. Well, next morning in Concord and in Lexington town, well, the spirit of freedom turned the redcoats around. When we praise the men that made this mighty nation we have here, then let's remember Paul Revere. Let's remember Paul Revere. Well, I want to tell you something, and I want to tell you all, that we would have never been here if it hadn't been for Paul. Yes, I surely doubt us ever being here if it weren't for that man on the horse named Mr. Revere. In 1840 we took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. Took a little bacon and we took a little beans, caught the bloody British in the town of New Orleans. We fired our guns and the British kept it coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more and they began running down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Well, we looked down the mountain and we see the British come, and there must have been a herd of them beating on the drum. Stepped so high and they began to sing. We stood beside the cotton fields and didn't say a thing. We fired our guns and the British kept it coming, but there wasn't as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more and they began to run down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, we ran through the brambles and we fired through the brambles and we fired through the thicket where a rabbit couldn't go. Run so fast that the hounds couldn't catch him down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. 1, 2, 3, 4, left 2, 3, 4. Well, old Hickory said we could take him by surprise if we didn't fire muskets though we looked them in the eyes. So we held our fire till we see their faces well. Then we opened up our squirrel guns and really gave them hell. We fired our guns and the British kept it coming, but there wasn't as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more and they began a running down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Well, we ran through the barrels and we fired through the crickets, and we ran through the bushes where a rabbit couldn't go. We run so fast that the hounds couldn't catch us down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Well, we fired our cannon till the barrel melted down, so we grabbed an alligator and we fought another round. So we loaded up his behind with gunpowder, and then we really blew it off. Yeah, we fired our guns and the British kept it coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. Fired once more and they began to run on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Thank you. Well, in the hay. I got trapped by a girl in a wiggle freeze. I heard the Oregon timber calling me. Won't you tell me something, Mr. Lumberjack? Is it 1 for forward and 2 for back? Is it 3 for stop or is it 4 for go? Boy, ask a whistle punk. I don't know. Well, I learned that fact from a logger named Ray. You don't cut timber on a windy day, and stay out of the woods when the moisture's low, or you ain't gonna live to collect your dough. Won't you tell me something, Mr. Lumberjack? Is it 1 for forward and 3 for back? Is it 2 for stop or is it 4 for go? Boy, ask a whistle punk. I don't know. Well, you work in the woods from morning to night. You laugh and you sing and you cuss and you fight. On a Saturday night you go to Eugene, but on a Sunday morning your pockets are clean. Won't you tell me something, Mr. Lumberjack? Is it 1 for forward and 3 for back? Is it 2 for stop or is it 4 for go? Boy, ask a whistle punk. I don't know. That was a song about cutting timber. And now I've got a song I'm playing with my cousin. And my cousin's no longer going to be one of these after the song. And this song's called A Long-Haired Country Boy.
I have. Right. I'm going to go around as well.
People say that I'm no good and I'm crazy as a loon, 'cause I get stoned in the morning, I get drunk in the afternoon. Kinda like my old blue tick hound, I like to lay around in the shade. I ain't got no money, but I damn sure got it made, 'cause I ain't asked nobody for nothing if I can't hit it on my own. If you don't like the way that I'm living, you just leave this long-haired country boy alone. Preacher man talking on the TV and he's putting down the rock and roll. He wants me to send a donation 'cause he's worried about my soul. He said Jesus walked on the water, and I know that it's true. Sometimes I think that preacher man would like to do a little walking too, 'cause I ain't asked nobody for nothing if I can't get it on my own. If you don't like the way that I'm living, you just leave this long-haired time and a politician wants to vote. Well, I don't want much of nothing at all, but I will take another toke, 'cause I ain't asked nobody for nothing if I can't get it on my own. If you don't like the way I'm a living, you just keep this long hair comfortable. Well, I swear your perfume, baby, it's made out of turnip greens. And every time I kiss you, girl, it tastes like pork and beans. Even though you're wearing those uptown high heels, I can tell from your giant step you've been walking through the cotton fields. Oh, you're so down home, girl. Every time your monkey shines, it takes my breath away. Every time you move like that, girl, I gotta get down and pray. You know that dress you're wearing is made out of fiberglass. Every time you move like that, girl, I gotta go to Sunday Mass. Oh, you're so down home. Gonna take you to the muddy river and push you in, so I can watch the water roll on down your velvet skin. I'm gonna take you down to New Orleans, and fix you right here. I can watch you do the second line with an umbrella in your hand. Oh, you're so down home, girl. So, in a lot of cases, people have to go to war, and people are going to war right now. But down in Utah, Alabama, in 1965, well, a young soldier was drafted. Down in Utah, Alabama, back in 1965. Well, a young man about 21, he no different than you or I. He's catching catfish and getting drunk. But Uncle Sam called. He called him up, sent him out of Vietnam. Well, that young man got his life turned upside down. It turned his smile into a frown, robbed that king of his crown for an idea he didn't even know about. Well, he was gambling at that wagon when that army man showed up. drop point was dusty and the drill sergeant was loud, and you could not see the corpses for the raging dust cloud. Grab your duffel bags, heading to the checkpoint. Welcome to Vietnam, boys. You're in for a hell of a fight. Take it from the ones who know. The army moves slow. Hurry up and wait, and don't sleep in late, and learn to hate your brother before you hate your foe. On patrol out on the rice fields, those choppers flew low, glancing up for their hand signals, telling you where to go. Then the bomb started falling, and it pounded his brain, and he thought about Utah, and who was to blame for sending him to Vietnam. It's gonna be a big time in the jungle. Well, send me out of Vietnam. Thank you, everyone. Big thank you to Alex for helping me out with my set here. He's doing an amazing job. Seems as though we haven't actually practiced together much. It's like he's reading my mind. It's a bit scary, actually. Well, I got a friend named Whiskey Sam. He was my boonie rat buddy for a year and Nam. He said, I think my country got a little off track. It took him 25 years to welcome me back. But it's better than not coming back at all. Many a good man I saw fall. Even now, every time I dream, I hear the men and the monkeys in the jungle scream, drive on. It don't mean nothing, my children love me, but they don't understand. And I got a woman who knows her man, drive on. It don't mean nothing, it don't mean nothing, drive on. Well, I remember one night texting me, rappled in on a hot LZ. We had our 16s on rock and roll, and when I fought of that fire, well, I was scared and cold. Well, I was crazy and I was wild, and I have seen the tiger smile. I spit in a bamboo viper's face, and I'd be dead by God's grace. Drive on. Don't mean nothing, my children love me, but they don't understand. And I got a woman who knows her man, drive on. It don't mean nothing, it don't mean nothing, drive on. It was a long walk in the sad rain, and nobody tried to be John Wayne. Well, I came home, but Tex did not, and I still can't talk about that hit he got. Well, I got a little limp now when I walk in, I got a little tremble now when I talk, but my letter right from Whiskey Sam, you're a walking, talking miracle from Vietnam. Drive on. It don't mean nothing, my children love me, but they don't understand. And I got a woman who knows her man, drive on. It don't mean nothing, it don't mean nothing, drive on. Thank you, thank you. Have you seen all that stuff that's happening today in the world? God, it's no different than what it was 40 years ago. And it's not changed either. Well, it's not changed much. This song was written about, I think, the end of the Cold War. The Cold War didn't end, but it was written around then. In the Eastern world, it is exploding, violence flaring, bullets loading. You're old enough to kill, but not for voting. You don't believe in war, but what's that gun say, can't you feel the fears that I'm feeling today? If the button is pushed, there'll be no running away. There'll be no one to save with a world in a grey. Take a look around you, boy, it's bound to hurt you, boy. But you tell me over and over again, my friend, that you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. What's so mad? Feels like coagulating. I'm just sitting here contemplating. You can't twist the truth, cause it knows no regulation. A handful of senators don't pass legislation when marches alone can't bring integration. While human respect is disintegrating, this whole crazy world, it's just so frustrating. And tell me over and over and over again, my friend, that you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. Just think of all the hate there is in Red China, and take a look around to Selma, Alabama. Now you lay leave here for 4 days in space, but when you return, it's just the same old place. The pounding of the drums, the pride and disgrace. You can bury your dead, but don't leave a trace. Hate your next door neighbor, but don't forget to say grace. And you tell me over and over and over again, my friend, that you don't believe we're on the eve of destruction. I'd like to invite my dad up to this next one. Young's my privacy, see how trim she lies. To every man a lucky hand and every man a prize. Well, I live to ride the ocean the mighty well around, to take a little plunder and to hear the cannon sound, to lay with pretty women, to drink mighty with wine, thunder on the shore that isn't mine. Privateering, we will go. Privateering, you privateering, we will go. People on your mind of war that treated worse than scum. I'm no flogging captain, and by God I've sailed with some. Come with me to Barbary and we'll fly there up and down. Not quite exactly in the service of the crown, to lay with pretty women, to drink Madeira and wine, to hear the thunder on the shore that isn't on privateer. We'll go. to take prizes with a letter from the king. I love the streets and taverns of a pretty foreign town. Tip my hat to dark-eyed ladies as we're sailing up and down. To lay with pretty women, to drink Madeira wine. There's thunder on the shore, there is no privateer. We will go privateer, privateer. Tanya needs her privateers each time she goes to war. Death to all her enemies, low prizes matter. Come with me to Barbary and we'll fly there up and down. Not quite exactly in the service of the crown. To lay with pretty women, to drink Madeira and wine. Thunder on a shore that isn't mine. Privateering, we will go. Privateering, privateering, we will go. If you don't know what a privateer is, it's a legal pirate. So they got this letter called the Art of Marque from the king. And they could go and claim any vessels that were foreign and reap their treasures for the king, basically, for the treasury, all for the country. But a lot of privateers took a lot of treasure back themselves. For great voyages come great prize. Now before we go on to this next one, I'm just going to share with the one that I played before me and my cousin play another one. And this one hasn't got a name yet, but it's a blues song. Riding low, sinking deep, my foot a pumping, my ass is on the sea. Don't you see, I love you no more. Left me for the man next. That's why it doesn't sound proper. Start that again. I'm driving here to the county line. Diesel smoking, I'm biding my time. I shot her there right between the eyes, 'cause she'd been sleeping around with other guys. Hey! 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 Getting closer, I feel alright. My eyes are struck by those flashing blue lights. Jury said double homicide. I killed the man who lay by her side. Hey! 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 So there's two songs with a very, very identical chord sequence. So I made a little bit of a mishmash. And we've got Alex to help me. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Saw a werewolf with a Chinese menu in his hand, walking through the streets of Seoul, on the rain, looking for a place called the Whole Foods. Gonna get a big dish of beef chow mein. Big wheels keep on turning, carry me home to my kin. Singing songs about the Southland. Miss old Bama once again, I think it's sin. I knew it was London. I knew it was London. There goes my shovel. I knew. Let him in. Little old lady got mutilated late last night. Werewolves of London again. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are so blue. My loving is true. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home. Here comes Alabama. He's the hairy-handed gent who ran him up in Kent. Lately he's been overheard in Mayfair. Stay away from him. You're looking all lonesome, Jim. I'd like to meet his tailor. I saw a werewolf drinking a pina colada in Trader Vic's. His hair was perfect. Draw blood. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home for you. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are so blue. Sweet home Alabama, Lord, I'm coming home for you. Muscle shows they got the swamp. They've been known to pick a song or two. Yes, they do. Lord, they get you up to so much. Pick me up when I'm feeling blue. How about you? Ahoo! Where was London? Ahoo! Where the loving is true. So there's a song that's banned in a lot of buskers pubs in Nashville because it gets played too much. But I don't think you can play this song enough. This song's very special. It's one of the first songs I learned how to play with my granddad. And this one's called Wagon Wheel. Heading 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers, and I'm hoping for rally I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. So rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Said, hey, mama, rock me. Well, I'm running from the cold up in New England. I was born to be a fiddler in an old-time string band. My baby plays the guitar, I pick a banjo now. All the North Country winds keep on getting me down. Lost my money playing poker, so I had to leave town. I ain't turning back to living that old life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. I said, hey, mama, rock me. So rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Walking due south out of Roanoke, I caught a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long toke. But he's a heading west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee, and I gotta get a move on before the sun